tried to make it on my own. When I was a young man, I had the answers to life's game. When I was a young man, I bore the consequences and the shame. I got a little older, and I took a good look at myself. I got a little older, and put the bottle back on the shelf. I got a little older, I put away those childish games. I got a little older, well I got a little older. Things in life will change you. There ain't nothing you can do. Many people will come this way, never to find out what is true. Things in life will change you. There ain't nothing you can do. Many people will come this way, never finding what is true. I got a little older, I took a good look at myself. I got a little older, then put the bottle back on the shelf. I got a little older, I put away those childish things. I got a little older, well I got a little older.
MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop if you're in need of an iRacing paint league team or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag. Hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.
Things in life will change you. There ain't nothing you can do.
Welcome back, race fans. Tonight, ECR K-N Series heads to the Irish Hills, Michigan Speedway for 100 laps, 200 miles here tonight. Got about 17 drivers here this evening, so it should be a pretty good race. Right now, they're currently in a driver's meeting for the last 5 minutes of practice here. So going over a few things, so a better turnout here tonight than what has been. Glad we could get back here on board. Animal, man, this is Joshua Medlock on the mic here tonight. This is not Rudy. Glad to have you in chat here this evening. So this should be a pretty good race. Really looking forward to it. A lot of action, I'm sure, tonight. As turn 4, from what I'm hearing, is a little slick. So we're going to have to really keep an eye on turn 4 here tonight to see how these drivers can get around, of course, 3, going to 3 and then 4 and then coming out of front of the front stretch. We're going to have to see how they can contend with that if it's slick. So we'll keep an eye on turn 4 as this race progresses. 17 drivers have entered tonight. Who will take the win at Michigan? Well, we'll find out in about 100 laps here, 200 miles. So it should be a fun race. Now, the 2 weeks ago at Dover, from what I heard, it went green flag all the way. And this man right here, the number 92 of Bruce Ackerman, dominated most of that race. I would like to get a word in with Bruce if I could. Bruce led the most laps in that race, and Dover being the monster mile, they ran that whole race green flag from what I understand. So we'll see if we can get that number 92 down here and have a word with him to kind of talk about that race, and then of course going into this one tonight. Glad everybody is tuning in here. We've got about 3.5 minutes left here in practice. Right now, that man though, Bruce Ackerman, is on the top spot here in practice with a 39.460. Tucker right there in third. Six 1/1000ths of a second off the leader, but yet again 3 1/1000ths of a second off of Michael in a second. So it should be a fun race. Of course, we've got the regulars here tonight. Of course, our points leader, Rob Haynes, as we bring up the point standings coming in tonight here, talking about Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes currently running in that first position with 542 points. Ed Adams up a spot from 2 weeks ago into second, 466. Is 76 points behind Rob. Dalton Tucker down a spot, currently third, 462, 4 behind Ed. Josh Mayu in fourth, 454 points, 8 back behind Dalton. Chuck Carroll in fifth, 446, 8 back behind Josh. Jim Westerfield in sixth, 423, 23 back behind Chuck. Anthony Fitchner in seventh, 382, 41 back behind Jim. Bruce Ackerman up a spot from 2 weeks ago into eighth, 366, 16 points back behind Anthony. Ralph Vandervorst, ninth, 364, 2 back behind Bruce. And Matthew McCann will round out the top 10 in points, 352 points, 12 back behind Ralph. This is a no chase. It's all for point. So we're going to come, it looks like, back out here and maybe pull in some laps. See if I can get Bruce up here real quick. Bruce Ackerman, Josh from the booth. Got a copy, bud.
I got you, man.
Hey, Bruce, man. Well, I know 2 weeks ago, bud, we didn't broadcast at Dover, but I heard some good things about Dover, man. You come out with the win, the most laps led. You got the pole, man. Wanted to get you up here and kind of talk about that Dover race there since it wasn't broadcasted, and also this one here real quick at Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Dover was a lot of fun. We had a blast racing there, a little loose off. Well, good times. Here, track feels pretty good. Cars are driving pretty good. Can get a little loose on you, but that's no big deal. But, hopefully we'll get it up front and keep it up there.
Well, you're currently running in that top spot here in practice. Michael Atkins and, of course, Dalton Tucker not too far behind you. And you can't count out the points leader either. Rob Haynes currently running fourth, Gonna be a tight squeeze, I'm sure, out here at Michigan. You know, the thing about Michigan is it acts like a super speedway, but it's not. But draft plays a big role here at Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, draft can help and hurt you. Just depends on where you're at on the track. You know, through a corner, you know, if you're behind a car, the car tightens up a lot and wants to send you up the track. You know, so you have to load way down. But on the on the straightaways, draft really helps, sucks you up to the car. You just got to know how to maneuver around and, you know, get into a passing position.
Yes, sir. Well, all right. We'll practice this over with Bruce. We'll let you get into qualifying, bud. Good luck here tonight. 200 miles y'all's going to be pulling, man. It's going to be a great race, I am sure of it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, as they get into qualifying here, folks, we're going to step away here real quick, play the national anthem. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying is underway. Times have started to come in. Rob Haynes currently up in that top position, 39.445. Chuck Carolyn second, Terry Griffey third, Josh Mayu fourth, and Jim Westerfield, well, was fifth. Ed Adams just beat him out for that fifth spot. So that's going to put Jim Westerfield back in was back in fifth. Now Jim beats him out. Now Josh goes into fifth. As you see, time starting to change here. And it looks like some drivers are electing not to put in a qualifying time. And Bruce Ackerman coming in, grabbing the top pole position here over Rob Haynes. Very quick time, 39.397. So very, very fast indeed as Bruce is done. Rob Haynes looks like he may be finished as well. Ralph's still out there on the track. I believe Ralph's laps maybe have been completed, but he is still out here turning the laps. He's going to use up every single bit of time he can. As he does cross the line there, that will do it for Ralph Vandervorst. Terry Griffey is sitting at the end of pit road. Curtis Martin out here putting in his laps. Will Prue and Dalton Tucker also out here. Now this is close qualifying. So there's one car out there. They can't see each other, but they can all qualify at the same time. So they have the whole track to themselves. So there's a lot more room. And Will Prue, and then number 19, Penzl, will go into fifth, knocking Terry Griffey back to sixth. 18 drivers. We had another one enter here tonight, so 18 drivers. And looks like Will may be having a little bit of issues there. I'm keeping an eye on my thing over here. Michael Atkins coming back out on to the surface here. He's going to try to put in a lap time as well in that 67 machine as we get a closer look of that Pepsi 67. Sharp looking paint by Michael. A lot of good paints out here. Anthony running the number 8 Budweiser machine. Scott Holler running the Patron 71. Terry Griffey running the Levi Garrett number 6. Of course, the number 6 is one of my favorite numbers. And Dalton Tucker to 14. Running a Capital Materials, I believe that says on the side of that, Incorporated. Four and a half minutes left here in qualifying. Dalton Tucker going into second in that number 14 machine, putting Rob Haynes into third. Now Rob will currently right now start behind the leader of Bruce Ackerman, as we wait on some of these other drivers here to put in their laps. Michael Atkins, Matthew McCann, Justin Michael, as Michael crosses the line. Kristen Anderson, the number 1 coming out, put in a qualifying time. Keep an eye on these 3 who are out here. Looks like Justin Michael is going to come out. Michael Atkins crossing the line to put in his first lap, putting himself into 4th. Matthew McCann and Tristan Matthew going to go into 12th. Kristen Anderson coming across the stripe. Kristen gonna come across the line slowly. Gonna stop it there right at the start finish line. Justin Michael coming around in the 87. 2 minutes left here. Looks like Justin's coming down pit road. Justin still sitting at the start finish line. Tristan coming down, or Tristan starting as at the start finish line. Justin coming down pit road. And Justin will go into 16th. Anthony Fitchner currently in 17th. Anthony did not put in a complete qualifying time, electing to start in the back. And I believe Kristen Anderson is doing the exact same thing. That is going to give the pole up to Bruce Ackerman. We're going to get Bruce back up here real quick. Have a word with him. Bruce Ackerman getting the pole here tonight, bud. Congratulations, man. What a time.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Well, you know, you got the pole now. Now it's all about 100 laps here tonight, man. You got a game plan going forward?
Yeah, I think so. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple of cautions. If there's not, I have a good pit strategy I have in mind, and you know, just keep the car underneath me, try not to get it out of the groove, and you know, get sideways. And if I can do that, I have a feeling I can stay in front of these guys.
All right, well, clean air is going to be key, I am sure, here tonight. And, of course, staying out of trouble as well. Of course, keeping the K&N cars straight. We know how these K&N cars, when they break loose, they literally go sideways. So, good luck out there, Bruce, man. Congratulations on your pole here tonight. I believe that makes 2 or 3 in a row for you here. My heck, it might make more. I don't know. I don't keep up with the polls here. Probably should, but I don't. Good luck, Bruce.
Thank you, man.
Right. 20 seconds to go. Bruce Ackerman getting the pole here. Tristan Anderson is going to start in 18th with a minute 38.585. I believe he was trying to put it to Anthony Fitchner, but Anthony's going to start 17th right beside him with a minute 1:4.34. So I believe they were having a little bit of competition there to see who could start dead last. And I think Tristan got that one. But a checkered flag will wave here for qualifying. Let's get him on the grid here. This is your Waltz Beardco starting grid. Bruce Ackerman getting the pole with a 39.397. Congratulations to Bruce for getting the pole. Dalton Tucker going to be starting on the outside of him in that second spot. Rob Haynes in third. The points leader going to be starting up front here tonight. Michael Atkins right there with him. Going to be starting in that fourth position. Chuck Carroll in fifth. Ralph Vandervorst in sixth. Will Prue seventh. Terry Griffey in 8th, Josh Mayu 9th, and Jim Westerfield will round out the top 10 here in qualifying. Ed Adams in 11th, Matthew McCann in 12th, Jonathan Whalen 13th, Curtis Martin 14th, Scott Holler 15th, Justin Michaels 16th. In the battle for last place, Anthony Fitchner in 17th and Tristan Anderson in 18th here. So that will round out your field here tonight at the start of this race. And the Irish Hills, Michigan International Speedway for 100 grueling laps here. And like I mentioned before, we're going to have to keep an eye on turn 4 because it is going to be something. These guys might be breaking loose here and there. So going to be a fun race as they get ready to pull off. Pace car will be pulling off here, and then everybody will be pulling right behind them. Wait for them to take off. It looks like everybody but Justin Michael has gridded. Anthony Fitchner has gridded. Everybody but Justin Michael in the 87 has not gridded yet. Not sure exactly if Justin might start on pit road or not. Not there. He is electing to start on pit road here. Looks like. Yep, he's going to start on pit road as Bruce Ackerman, Dalton Tucker, Rob Haynes, Michael Atkins. The top 4 here roll off, and everybody right behind them. They go 2 by 2 here tonight. Alright, he has to go on to the back stretch here, all the way back. Justin Michael electing to start on pit road here tonight. So, gonna have to see what happens to Justin Michael throughout the race here. All right, pace car will dive off. Coming out of 4, making the sharp left turn onto pit road here. It'll be a fun race indeed. Bruce Ackerman, Dalton Tucker, 1-2. 100 laps here tonight, folks. This should be interesting. Pace car is off in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Bruce Ackerman on the loud pedal. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing in the Irish Hills. All right, as they go 2 by 2 behind Bruce. Good start by these drivers here coming out of 2. They go 2 by 2 behind them. Dalton Tucker taking second. Rob Haynes going side by side with Michael Atkins. And his third place as they make their way into 3. Chuck Carroll into 4th here. To make their way out of 4 onto the front stretch here at Michigan for the first lap. Bruce will lead the first lap here tonight. Getting that elusive bonus point out of the way here early on. They make their way back here. Battles going on back here. Will Crew in the 19 side by side with the 66 of Ralph Vandervoort. Will trying to get around Ralph. Dalton going a lap down, or Justin going a lap down. Sorry. Something going on with that. I believe it was the 14 of Dalton Tucker. Dalton coming down pit road. Justin Michael is still out onto the track here. Bruce leading the first 2 laps. Dalton is a lap down as well, I believe, as Justin Michael. Back up here on the, we still got to battle the 19. Will Bruce still battling it now. Now going side by side with the 46 of Ed Adams. The 02 is Josh Mayu right behind them. The 19 of Will Crew pushing up just a little bit, opens the door up, battle up ahead of them. 66 of Ralph Vandervoort with Terry Griffey in the number 6 as they go side by side into 1. We have a 3-car battle back here, though. Will Crew in the 19, Ed Adams in the 46, Josh Mayu on the outside of Ed. Then Jim Westerfield and the 27 and the 8 of Anthony Fitchner. Anthony diving it low, going to make the pass on the 27 of Jim Westerfield. Jim getting really high, close to that wall. Not where you want to be, but Michigan is a wide track, so they got more room than you think. The 04, Curtis Martin to the inside of Jonathan Whalen. One of Tristan Anderson going to the inside of Matthew McCann. He'll make the pass now as Tristan goes side by side and making the pass on the 85 of Jonathan Whalen. Tristan going into 13th. Chuck Carroll trying to keep up to the 67 of Michael Atkins. Michael now 8/10 of a second, almost a second back now behind Rob Haynes. Rob currently second. Rob 1.2 seconds back behind Bruce Ackerman. Bruce led the first 5 laps here tonight, so we're going to have to keep an eye on the track as it Terry Griffey in the number 6, catching Chuck. Chuck Carroll right up on the back bumper there now of Michael Atkins. I keep wanting to say Justin Michael. Looks like Scott Haller and Dalton Tucker have already taken the cars behind the wall here tonight. 2 drivers out already here. That'll leave Justin Michael. Now Justin Michael is on the lead lap. Curtis Martin having issues. Oh no. And Curtis Martin, his engine is gone. We will go back here and take a look at Curtis Martin here and see what happened to Curtis. The MaxSpeedTV replay report here. That would be the 04. Looks like he was racing it with the 1. Oh, he gets into the wall. Oh, contact made between him and the 1 of Tristan Anderson. So we will go on to the number 1 here. I believe it might have just been the one having nowhere to go. We'll go on a right front here to get a better look at this. Oh, contact right there as the 04 bounces off the wall. And it happened so quick. You just have no reaction time. The 4 coming down on the 04 coming down on the 1. That's going to spin and give Tristan Anderson some damage. And Curtis Martin's going to hit head on into the wall. So go back live up here. Curtis on pit road. Tristan still staying out. Terry Griffey getting around Chuck Carroll. Chuck going back to 5th. Rob Haynes has cut it within a second of Bruce Ackerman. Terry Griffey, half a second back behind Michael. Jim Westerfield in the 27, running down Ralph Vandervorst in the 66. Currently running 9th and 10th, respectively. Oh, Anthony coming out of 4. Go back and take a look and see here what happened to Anthony Fitchner, the boss man. He was talking about turn 4 being a little tricky. As we take a look here at the number 8 of Anthony Fitchner, he is behind the 99 of Matthew McCann. Anthony diving it down low. And it just snapped loose on him right there. He hits the grass, bounces back up, and hard into that outside wall. Heavy damage on that number 8. Heavy damage. And he was talking about it early on, that number 4, that turn 4 being just a handful. Man, oh man. Well, we can probably talk to Anthony about it here when he gets the moment. But the first caution coming out on lap number 12. Well, 11, coming to 12 per se. And Curtis Martin taking his car behind the wall. Anthony going a lap down. Anthony is joined to me in the booth here. Anthony, you was talking about it early on, man. Turn 4 being a little tricky. You even said turn 4 is going to be the death of you, and you was correct.
Yeah, I don't know how guys were able to stick it. I just wasn't able to do it. I knew that was going to be the death of me, and it happened, man. I tried to save it. I said, man, if I can just save this, I'm going to get it to the pits, and just wasn't able to do it, man.
Hard into that outside wall, and unfortunately, these K&N cars, they can't take really much of a beating, and of course you hit pretty hard into that inside wall, kind of like what Curtis Martin did to the outside wall there, and it just blew the motor pretty much instantaneous. So probably 45 minutes of mandatory repairs. And are you going to get it back out there and not get that DNF, or are you just going to see how things fold out?
I'll finish the race in the end. That's probably what's going to happen. I'll let it repair. I still got 2 minutes of towing. I do think the K&N cars take the most damage out of any car, but the impact that I had there, man, it doesn't matter what car you're in, it's gonna explode. So definitely got the guys out here repairing the engine, doing some work, but we'll be back out there, man. I'm glad that we're not gonna finish last here tonight. I seen a couple guys pull off. Looks like 14 guys right now currently left, and said, you know what, man, let me just go join my buddy in the booth if it's all right.
Yeah, Scott Haller and Dalton Tucker had already called it a night, and Curtis Martin spun it on the backstretch there. Him and the one of Tristan Anderson making contact. I think Tristan was just really an innocent bystander there, and just got caught up in the little spin that Curtis had. So You know, that wall, you know, you going high speeds, even in the K&N cars, the high speeds here can reach close to 108, 90, 195 miles an hour, roughly. I guess it really depends on if you're in the draft or not.
Yeah, my whole team, man, 15th, 16th, and 18th, we are done.
Well, Chuck Carroll will lead his first lap. He tries to get that lap led, and he got it here tonight, leading his first lap of the race. He's coming back down pit road. Bruce Ackerman, though, still out front, so it's not going to be a sweep here for Bruce. But still, nevertheless, you know, Bruce, you know, 2 weeks ago at Dover, talked to him earlier about it. Dominating performance there by Bruce Ackerman. Coming out with the win at Dover 2 weeks ago. And, you know, he's looking to make it back-to-back here tonight at Michigan. He's got a lot of competition out there to do it, too.
Definitely a lot of competition tonight. Another guy you don't normally see out in the field who's pretty fast is that number 87 of Justin Michael. We'll keep an eye on him here tonight. Currently in 9th place, Josh, but, you know, he started 16th in the pits. This caution is great for him. He now gets a chance to reset things and spin, you know, start out in the top 10 here and work his way up there. So Justin Michael, one of the faster guys in the league, probably going to contend here with these top 5 guys.
Yeah, Justin Michael did start into the pits, and there's kind of making a joke there at the beginning with you, and I believe it was Tristan Anderson, to try to get the slowest time to finish last, to start in the back of the pack. Was that the idea you guys were having down there?
I'm sorry, I had a teammate talking. Say again?
Well, yeah, I believe it was Tristan Anderson and you were having a battle there to who could start last during qualifying.
Oh, yeah. yeah, he beat me. I said something in practice too. I was like, "Great lap, Tristan." And he said, "Yeah, I tried for the pole, man, but I think I messed up somewhere."
Yeah, he messed up. Well, all right. Well, they're double foul here. We didn't get an interview in. Our interview was actually Anthony here, joining me up in the booth here for the for the race here. Turn 4 being not too friendly to Anthony. Of course, you kind of already had that in mind, Anthony. We wish you could have stayed out there, bud.
Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it.
But it is what it is, bud. Well, hey, you join me in the booth. You get the honors of getting them going here for the restart coming to lap 16.
Awesome. Hey, Josh, I got a couple guys who said they would even be down to be interviewed during green flag. As long as things got settled out a little bit, they wouldn't mind being brought down. That was a 19, Will Prue, 27, Jim Westerfield, 46, Ed Adams, and I want to say, what was the other guy? Oh, there was one more. A couple guys, though, they said they'd be done. So, be interested to see if these guys get green, man, and get settled down. We can interview them under green flag conditions, so stay tuned, guys. But Bruce Ackerman gonna take us to the green here. Pace cars off the track. He's gonna go now, and he's gonna get a nice little start there as usual. Bruce always does. Got Terry Griffey behind him. Got a nice little run there. Terry Griffey's gonna be under the inside of Michael Atkins. Michael Atkins, I think, is gonna clear him here before turn 1. Gonna come down there, and he will clear him. Rob Haynes on the outside, and that number 4 Kodak Chevy on the outside of the number 6 of Terry Griffey. Them guys are 2x2 there, and he's going to get single file. The top 4 cars is going to be single file there. And that's the thing here. You want to get single file as quickly as you can here on these restarts. You guys start battling a lot, you're going to lose ground. So these guys make up realty, and they agree over things, and they're going to go ahead and separate from the 5th place position. As you see right now, Josh Mayu getting past. Josh Mayhew's got Justin Michael. We just talked about him, that 87 car. Justin Michael on the inside. And it looks like he's going to take that position over now and get that top 5 position.
Yep, going to make the pass on that 0-2. And Justin, one of the drivers that, you know, like we was mentioning before, he started from the pits. And that's a strange call, especially at a track like Michigan. If you go green flag and there's no caution and you start from the pit, what are the chances of you, if you do go a lap down, getting that lap back? Of course, we have had a caution, so, Justin was able to get a lap back there. So, but, that was a strange call by that 87, really, to start from pit road.
Well, Justin had no choice. He missed the driver's meeting. Here in ECR, if you miss the driver's meeting, you're not allowed to qualify and start with the rest of the field because you weren't there for driver's meeting, so that's the penalty. So he was not able to qualify and start with the rest of the field. He had to start in the pits, but that was okay for Justin. He knew there'd be a caution, and this is a big track. As soon as there is a caution, as long as you're not lapped, you're all right. And he wasn't lapped. He stayed on the lead lap. A caution happened, and he's back in the mix.
A little bit of rubbing back here. Justin Michael and Ed Adams. Ed is to the inside. Justin tried to look to the outside. I believe he was thinking about it and decided, nah, better not even try. He is now going to look to the inside of Ed Adams as they go really, really close there and side by side going into 3. And they're hanging on to it. But, man, turn 4. Well, turn 2 is just as bad, but turn 4 apparently here tonight is even worse because of how slick it is. 104-degree track temp. Oh.
Turn 4 has an evil apex, man. There's a certain point where you get into it and you get the rotation. It's extra rotation there in the middle. If you're not ready for it, it will turn that car. So getting by on the inside takes extra effort, as Justin Michael was able to do there under Ed Adams in that 46 car. And Justin Michael now cracks into the top 5. Next opponent is going to be Terry Griffey. And he's catching these folks pretty quick there, Joshua. You got 3 cars in front of him as we ride along with Justin Michael here.
We'll go cockpit view with the 87 of Justin Michael coming across the line. Yeah, he has caught up to Terry Griffith. Of course, Justin's starting kind of in the back here, on the restart. But it didn't take him long. Already cracking the top 5, and he is looking to make even more positions as he gets to the back bumper of the Levi Garrett number 6 machine of Terry Griffey. He's going to go side by side onto the back stretch coming into turn number 3. This is a dreadful turn.
And Justin Michael on the inside of that number 6, and Terry Griffey gets a little bit sideways, but manages to keep onto it. Almost comes up into the 6 car, but he's all right as they come down the front stretch here, crossing into lap 22. Justin Michael's faster than all the cars in front of him except our leader, Bruce Ackerman, right now. So when it comes down to it, if this thing stays green, you're going to see Justin Michael trying to chase down Bruce Ackerman.
Now Michael Atkins currently 1.1 seconds back, now 1.2 behind Bruce. Rob Haynes 1.3 seconds back behind the leader, but he is right up on the back bumper of the second place of Michael Atkins. But Justin Michael did complete the pass on Terry Griffey. Now Justin looking to run down Rob Haynes, our points leader coming into the night. Rob Haynes has been up front in the points pretty much throughout the whole season here. And, Rob has been the guy to beat in the point standings. Coming down to the last part of the season for you guys. Now, we still got several races left, of course, but, it's going to be really, really tough to beat that number 4 in the points. He's going to have some bad races for people to catch up to him.
Well, here's the thing, Josh, and I hate to correct you, but Dalton Tucker has been the points leader for more races than Rob Haynes. Now, Rob Haynes took over the points lead when Dalton Tucker, he missed a few races.
Yeah, that's right.
Tucker sat out and missed a few races, and that's when Rob took over the points lead and has not looked back. He is almost 70-plus points ahead of second place, and he isn't looking back. So right now, Rob Haynes is that guy, as Dalton Tucker took a starting park here tonight. So right now, we're looking at guys to try to beat Rob Haynes. Man, Rob Haynes is so competitive, so consistent. He's looking at being the 2018 K&N Series champion. As long as he keeps things up here, there is no chase. This is straight points. With a 70-point lead, it's going to be hard to beat Rob.
And Justin Michael has found the back bumper of that 4 of Rob. And all Justin's got to do, well, see, you can catch them all day long, Anthony. We know it, and I know it. You can catch the back bumper of the car ahead of you all day long. It's making the pass cleanly that's the problem.
That's right. It's a wide track, and there's a lot of racing going on here. As you see, the number 6 get a nice run. Not going to get to the inside of Justin. Justin's still looking at these guys. They are too wide. Rod gets into the wall a little bit. He's going to get to the inside. Oh, now he's going to look to the inside of Michael Atkins for the second place position as they come into turn 3. Then turn 3, he's on the inside of the 67. Can he get it? Looks like a lot of momentum. 67 gets a little wiggle in him. And Justin Michael going to take over the second place position as we come into lap 26.
Justin Michael taking over second. Rob moving back to 6th. Now he's going to do battle with Ed Adams. Ed moving up into the 5th position as they battle it out for the top 5. Oh, we have a car sideways.
Terry Griffey.
Save, and another car sideways. Will Prue. Turn 2.
You know, that's turn 2. I thought turn 4 was bad. We're seeing cars get loose on turn 2, Josh.
Turn 2 getting in the mix here. Well, Bruce getting a little loose coming out of 4. Justin Michael running him down, or going to try to. I say try with respect because you can try it all day long. Getting up to him is the problem.
He was a half a second quicker than our leader, Bruce. And Bruce is getting loose out of turn 2. And he's going to make up some rounds there. See, Bruce ran a 41.5 last lap. Justin ran a 41.0. That's a half a second quicker. And he's going to gain up some time again here, Josh, because Bruce got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2 there. We'll see how he fares in turn 3 and 4. Looks like he does all right in 3 and 4, but now he's got Justin Michael right there in his mirror as they cross into lap 28.
Lap 28, quarter of the way done of the race here. We've had one caution, and I hate bringing it up, but that was the number 8, turn 4. And we've seen people get loose out of 2 and 4 here. So now turn 2's playing into effect, turn 4 played into effect. Now we're going to have to see how these guys on older tires, as the tires wear down, how they can control the cars out here. Harry Griffey or Will Prue in the Pennzoil 19, heavy damage there on that machine. Now Tristan Anderson back out here, 2 laps down. All he needs is 2 cautions, and he will be right back on the lead lap as he does get around the 6th of Terry Griffey. That is not for position. The leaders are almost a half a track ahead of them. So, you know, big gap, big space.
All the guys in the chat there, they watched Harvick win at the race earlier, and if you want to say that Harvick has some luck, maybe it's that number 4. If it is that number 4, Rob Haynes is your guy. Rob Haynes currently 5th place, had a little bit of trouble. He's still trying to make it up here, but Rob is one of them guys, man. He is our points leader, and he's very consistent. He never gives up. As we see Justin Michael come around the 92 for the lead on the backstretch. Justin Michael, your new leader.
Justin Michael taking over the lead here tonight. Justin looking to lead his first lap of the race here. Bruce Ackerman has led 28. Justin coming to the line will lead his first lap of the race, coming to lap 31 here. So he is going to get the bonus point. Now Justin Michael not currently in the top 10 in point. And we have a caution. Michael Atkins. All right, as we go back and take a look at the replay here on the MaxSpeedTV replay report to see what happened to the 67 of Michael Atkins. Get a closer look here on that 67. Actually, we'll go to a chase view here.
It looks very close to what happened to me, man. Just got loose in 4.
Getting loose into 4. Yep, coming out of 4. Question is, did he keep it off the wall? It looks like he did.
He did. He did a great job, and he'll get back into it. He will start at the end of the line. almost wrecked it. They're trying to save it, but that it's crazy, man. You got cars coming at you 180 miles an hour, and you're still trying to save it, and you're on the track. So glad nobody got injured in that. Michael Atkins will be the cause of that caution. Everybody gets on by him safely, and we'll go ahead and have us a caution here. Who do you want to interview? I'm thinking Justin Michael.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull Justin up here. How about that? Got him. Justin, Michael, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Justin, man, you decide to start, well, not really decide to start on pit road, but you started on pit road, man. It kind of paid through. Caution came out. Man, you're up front here. Now, I know you guys are probably going to pit here, but, man, talk about the racing down there. Turn 4 and turn 2, but I'm sure they're pretty slick right now.
I'll tell you, the racing's pretty good, but I swear I've driven on ice with more grips than this setup has right now.
So it's very, very slick out there, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but is it fun?
Oh, it's fun, all right. Just trying to keep the car straight. It's kind of difficult.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Well, I see you coming into your pit stall here. And... all right.
Jack developed.
Sorry about that if that was my fault.
Right.
Well, you know, still a whole lot of laps left to go, Justin. You ran down the whole field on that last restart there. You think you're going to be able to do the same thing again here with plenty of laps left to go?
Well, I'm going to have to, apparently, 'cause I'm probably going to come out like 7th now. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's
I'm
going to
just
be
here for fun, not for points.
Justin.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Justin, you got one start in the K&N Series, man. You didn't get a top 10 in that start. What is it going to take to maybe surprise some folks here tonight who aren't used to seeing you? What can we expect from you here tonight?
Oh, maybe some pit strategy. Maybe we'll be able to pull something off here at the end. Like I said, we're just going for a win, so no points. Don't care about the points, so.
Started 9th at Darlington, ended up finishing 20th. Only completed 20 laps in that race. We haven't seen much from you in that K&N Series. What is it about the K&N cars that keeps you away from them?
Oh, it seems like I'm always busy on Sundays after I signed up for the league, so I just try to show up when I can. But they're good cars. They drive pretty well. I know some of the tracks they're super loose, but this seems to be one of them.
And Justin Michael, that's our last year's Truck Series champion. Justin, what's the biggest difference between the K&N cars and the truck cars?
A lot more power, so, you know, if you get a loose setup like this, it just kind of multiplies that looseness.
Josh, take it away.
All right, Justin. Well, man, it looks like you're going to be starting currently in 8th here, but hey, we've seen you run them down once. I think you're going to do it again. So, man, good luck down there, bud.
Thanks, guys.
Uh-huh.
And Josh, I was looking at the times here. You know, Justin, we talked about this before. Justin is a very competitive driver. We haven't seen much from him in the K&N Series, so it's kind of a question mark, a dark horse, if you will say. We don't know what to expect from him. We haven't seen much of him in the K&N cars, so it's a delight to see him here. This is his second start this season. We've seen a lot of guys racing up front, as Ed Adams, Rob Haynes, Bruce Ackerman, you know, Jim Westerfield, Chuck Carroll. Those are your top 5. These are guys that we expect to see in the top 5. And you see guys like Justin Michael in the field, who is one of them guys you know is very quick. It throws a little loop ball into the equation. So this is why it's going to make it very interesting here tonight. And you don't know who's going to win. Anything can happen. Ed Adams comes out on top after pitting there.
Yep, Ed Adams going to lead his first lap of the race here under caution. So, you know, coming out first all after pit. So he's going to get the bonus point for leading a lap. Of course, now Rob Haynes currently 2nd, Bruce 3rd, Jim 4th, Chuck 5th, Josh Mayu 6th, Terry Griffey 7th, Justin Michael 8th, Matthew McCann 9th, Ralph Vandervorst will round out your top 10 here. Coming to the restart, it'll be on lap 36 when they get the green. They'll have one more lap here under pacing as they get the one to go here. So it's going to be interesting. We are coming to lap 36, so we're getting about 15 or so laps before the halfway mark. And how many laps can they go on fuel?
It's a great question, a question that I don't really know, but let me go do some homework and I'll get back to you. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm sure that fuel, probably it's around 60 to 70 laps. All right, as they come to the line here for the restart. Pace car is
65 to go, Josh.
all right. Pace car's off. Ed Adams on the loud pedal. Good start. Good clean start by everybody. Bruce Ackerman going to give Rob Haynes a little shove there, and we are back underway here for the ECR K&N Series at Michigan.
They're going to be 3 wide here back in 7th, 8th, and 9th. Looking at 3 wide there. They're going to be battling for position hard here as they come through 1 and 2. Guys are getting great momentum here coming down the backstretch. You're going to see somebody come down wide. It's Justin Michael coming down under the 3 of Chuck Hale. Looking to the inside of the 27 of Jim Westerfield. Jim getting taken over there. Justin looking to get right back up there into the mix, man, not wasting any time as they come into the front stretch, crossing into lap 37.
We're almost 3 wide back here, though, as Justin makes moves. And, oh, we have somebody into the wall. That was, I believe, was the 85 of Jonathan Whalen got into the wall. Kept it going, but it's going to lose positions and goes back to 10th. Now 11th.
About pitting there. We were talking about pitting under caution there. You know, you have about 60 plus laps to go. These guys might be able to split it into one pit stop. They don't want to go that long, but if it comes down to fuel, they will make it happen. If it was about 70, 80 laps, they pit twice because of tires. It's more of a tire thing is what I was told by a couple of guys, especially Ed Adams. I got a little bit of info from him. He says it's more of a tire conservative thing. It's not about fuel as more as it is about tires. Tires are a big thing here tonight. They're going to go through and the car feels horrible late in the run. Makes you just want to go and pit.
Exactly. Bruce to the inside of Ed Adams for the lead. Bruce going to take back over the lead as Rob Haynes is now going to go side by side with Ed for second place. Rob Haynes following the draft of Bruce Ackerman, and now Bruce takes it high. Rob looking low.
My eyes are on that fourth place car of Justin Michael going to the inside of the 46. Ed Adams, 46 gets a little bit loose there. They're side by side coming down the backstretch into turn 3. Side by side, fighting for position.
Oh, look how close the 87 and the 46 got. The 87 of Justin Michael going to complete the pass on Ed Adams. Man, they get so close to that wall coming out of 4. Man, it makes me nervous.
These guys are true professionals, Josh. These guys are so good, man, at what they do.
Alrighty, folks, they are pretty much single file here for the most part. So how about we do a little bit of crank it up here on MaxSpeedTV? What do you say?
Get it done, man.
up here on MaxSpeedTV. A little bit of crank it up. They are spread out, so now it's going to be about 7 laps left before the halfway mark here. Justin, Michael, Bruce, Ackerman. Oh, Bruce getting loose. Bruce getting loose. That's going to open up the door onto the outside of Rob Haynes. Going to take second place.
And Adams as well coming to the outside with Jim Westerfield right behind him looking to the outside. And Chuck Harrell gets into Jim Westerfield. These guys get into it. There's a little bit of apology going on. That's going to help out Bruce maintain that fourth position as they come down the backstretch here on lap 44.
Chuck Carroll, Jim Westerfield, Chuck right behind Jim there. Well, really close to make their way into 3 and 4 here. Go back into the field just a little ways further. Now, it looks like Tristan Anderson is taking his car behind the wall. They're going to get ready for the race here in 2 weeks' time. They'll be back here in the K&N cars. That will be at Pocono for 80 laps in 2 weeks on the 26th. So that is going to be interesting. The tricky triangles. So Michael Atkins currently running 9th. Matthew McCann back here cracking the top 10 in 10th. Good solid run by Matthew. Will Prue still has the damage on that car, but he is still out here currently running in 11th. Rob Vandervorst in 12th. Jonathan Whalen 3 laps down currently, but running in 13th. Right now, Justin Michael, the guy now Rob Haynes is trying to run down. Ed Adams and Bruce go side by side.
Bruce on the outside, looking like he's going to get over that position there, Josh. As Ed comes up a little bit, gets a little bit sideways. Bruce going to take over that 3rd place position. As we are sitting right now, Justin Michael in 1st, Rob Haynes 2nd, Bruce Ackerman 3rd, Ed Adams 4th, Chuck Harrell a little bit of range back there in 4th with Jim Westerfield in the 5th place position with Josh Mayo 6th looking on.
With Terry Griffey looking to the inside of Josh Mayu. Little battle back here brewing between the 02 and the 6th machine. Michael Atkins joining the festivities here, has caught up to the 6th of Terry Griffey. They're coming up.
Atkins is looking good, man. He's actually had some great lap times as we're seeing here. He should be able to at least contend for the next few positions in front of him. And if you're riding along with Michael Atkins in like a hood view, you can see how close the competition is right now from 9th to 1st. Everybody's on the straight front away. Everybody's fighting for position. They have a guy right there, a couple of tenths in front of them, man. It's a great battle going on from 9th to 1st. There is single file, but man, any mistake, big things can happen.
Yeah, as we are riding along here with that 67, and he keeping up with them. It's very tight between, like you said, 1st and 9th place. About a half a second between them now. Matthew McCann running back here in 10th. He's about a second back, but he can still see them. And as they go, somebody's getting loose. Terry Griffey cutting it across the grass. Justin Michael as well losing some position. Damage to that 87 as they come around turn 2 onto the backstretch. Well, that just really opened up the gap. Now Matthew McCann currently running in 8th. He's about a second back behind Michael Atkins, who is still up there with Josh Mayu. The battle for 9th between Justin Michael and Terry Griffey for 9th and 10th.
Yeah, Justin Michael got a little bit loose there in between 3 and 4. Didn't get much damage from that, but he's still able to maintain his position. He's now fighting for position with the number 6 to Terry Griffey, but I think he'll get it. That's one of the guys who's very fast here tonight, even with a little bit of damage on the right rear, man, making things happen.
Exactly. So we go back up front. Rob Haynes in. Oh no, big wreck. Bruce Ackerman and Rob Haynes. Oh man, I don't know what happened there, but we will go back and take a look at it. The leaders getting into it. All right, as we get on to a chase view here of Rob Haynes. Now, he is following very, very closely behind Bruce Ackerman. Well, of course, he didn't.
A horrible wreck, man.
Yeah,
Bruce got a little bit loose. I would say this is on Bruce because he started it all, but man, there's a lot of guys involved in this one, Josh.
Yeah, Bruce getting loose. Rob having really nowhere to go. Gets into Bruce, spinning it. So as we go here to Bruce, it looks like Ed Adams getting involved in that as well. We will rewind it here real quick and get a better look at this wreck here. And that's where the Ford tagged the 92. The 92 spins it, and a head-on collision between him and the 46 of Ed Adams. Chuck Harrell getting a piece of the action. The 02 of Josh Mayu looks like got a piece of it as well. Ed Adams spinning around. Heavy damage on these drivers. Ed Adams engine smoking. Bruce Ackerman engine is done. Oh, and the 6 of Terry Griffey tags the 92 of Bruce Ackerman right there at the end. I believe Terry Griffey. Terry tries to lock it down to dodge it and just hits the 92 of Bruce Ackerman.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I just saw that now. It's going to be on the 92 of Bruce because obviously the caution going to happen about him getting loose. But, you know, that's unfortunate for Terry because Terry was just trying to avoid a wreck. He's going to have to heal that car, man. He might even lose a lap. If I was Terry, I would go ahead and lose a lap and get everything repaired that I could possibly get repaired right now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Bruce Ackerman has taken his car behind the wall with 52 laps left in, or 52 laps down. We're at about 48 to go here. Well, Jim Westerfield up front here. He's looking to lead, I believe, his first laps. Let me bring up his driver bar here real quick. Now, hasn't officially led a lap yet, but he will cross the line, I am sure. If he doesn't, of course, he's not going to come to pit road, I don't believe. No, he's not. So he will come across the line to lead his first lap of the race here tonight. So Jim getting some bonus points. Matthew McCann running fourth. The last pit stop for Jim, 14.6 seconds. Rob Haynes, 14.8. Michael Atkins, 15.8. Matthew McCann running fourth, 15.4. Josh Mayu, 15 flat, running fifth. So they're running about 14, 15 second pit, pit window there. Now they can make it from here to the end of the race, but man, those tires, I don't believe they're going to want to. Those tires are going to eat them up. We got a lot of people in chat here. Double M, of course, Matt Thrasher, one of my regulars. Glad to have you guys in chat. Talking about the NASCAR race and the games that are going to be coming out. So, that's what you got to do. Talk and chat,
Hey,
get a chat going.
I want to know from the guys in chat. All right, here's something I want to know from the guys in chat. You guys are watching. You guys got feedback. Here's something that you can weigh in on. All right, and Josh, keep me posted on this. We run Pocono as the next race for the K&N cars. There is no Pocono setup. There is no Indy setup. Some guys are even saying to use Michigan as a setup. They have a baseline setup. There's certain things that there are setups, but if you know the setups that are available to use and you think that it might be a great setup for Pocono, hit us up. Let us know, comment. Let us know your feedback. What setup can we use for Pocono next? And it was 2 weeks from now, not next Sunday, but the week after. We won Pocono. There is no Pocono setup on iRacer.
We'll keep an eye on chat here. Now, we are joined in the booth here by the number 92 of Bruce, and I don't know if Bruce even wants to talk. I didn't bring him up here. Bruce, man, what happened down there, bud?
Man, just got a little loose, and Rob had nowhere to go. I would have saved it, but I didn't. He didn't have enough time to react to me sliding, and you know, he just tapped me a little bit, and it just spun me around.
Well, you know, and you know, when you're racing so close like that, Bruce, at a track like Michigan, you know, if the field is tight, that's kind of what, you know, unfortunately what happened. And, you know, we hate seeing that happen because, man, you were a dominating factor here tonight. 35 laps under your belt. You can still come away with the most laps led pending on what happens out here as they get the restart here coming to lap 55. So really depending on how these guys finish the race and who finishes where, you might still get the most laps led at the end of the race. So, hey, man, you can't count yourself out, man. I hate seeing that happen to you, bud, as we get the green flag here. Coming to lap 55, man. Bruce, talk about the racing, though, down there, man. I bet it was fun.
It was a blast. It was a blast to run up there with all the, you know, all the fast guys, you know, Justin Michael, Rob Haynes, you know, Ed Adams. And, like, when you get fast cars like that and they're giving it everything they have and racing that close, you know, it is a lot of fun. It's a blast. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, we're all pushing each other, so tires are getting really worn within 10, 12 laps. So next thing you know, you're just sliding around, and one little mishap just turns the car, and they're so easy to turn around here.
And, you know, that's unfortunately, that's the product of what can happen, you know, when you're racing so close. You get loose, no reaction time from the cars behind you, and bam, and, you know, that's where it puts you. Now, you were up a spot last week and into 8th here in the points. 16 back behind Anthony. Now, you know, the points are tight for the most part, but do you think you may have some wiggle room there to maybe kind of get yourself up into that top 5? Maybe a possible top 5, you know, for the championship.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, we come into this race every other week, and you know, we seem to be, you know, a factor in all these races, and you know, once we get going again, you know, hopefully next week, I'm really good at Pocono or week after next. You know, hopefully we can pull off a win there and just inch our way. I don't think anybody can catch Rob Haynes right now, and I think he's going to win the championship in my opinion, but, you know, I've missed a lot of races so far this season, so to even be in the top 10 is pretty amazing.
Well, the 8 of Anthony Fitchner is back out here on the track, 40 laps down, 20 laps behind Tristan Anderson here. Now, Bruce, I see you have already exited out of your car. Do you not believe there was enough time to maybe get it fixed and just get it back out there at least to get the finish and not get that DNF?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I think I had 38 minutes worth of damage. I don't think the race will still be going on at that time, so I figured by the time it got fixed, I'd still be sitting there.
Well, Bruce, you know, like I said, we hate it. We hate it for you, bud. I mean, it is what it is, man. Still a solid run for you here tonight, man. But, hey, while you're up here, who's the guy out here tonight that right now, as we set coming to lap number 60 here with Jim up front, who do you think the guy right now is going to be to beat? Now, not saying this to sound mean, but now that unfortunately you are out of the race, who do you think is going to be the guy to beat?
It's going to be Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes, he's a class act kind of guy. Very clean, very hard driven. he's going to be the guy to beat for sure. It would have been Justin Michael. I'm pretty sure he suffered some damage getting into the wall coming off the 2. So I think that slowed him down a bit. But if you watch Rob, he'll just be patient behind somebody and let them wear their tires down. He'll go up there and pass them, and he'll go up there and win the race.
So you got a year. So your pick is that number 4 Kodak here.
Absolutely.
That would be your pick. Well, right now, Jim up front. Jim Westerfield has led 8 laps here. He's been up front since the restart. We've got 40 laps, about 41 laps left to go as we bring up the caution count here tonight. 3 cautions for 8 laps, 41 to go. It'll be 40 when Jim crosses the line, so it'll update. So 40 laps to go, 10 lead changes, but we've only had about 4 or 5 different leaders here tonight. Well, Bruce, you're more than welcome to stay up here and help us call the race here if you want to, or, if you have something you need to do, you can do that too. But, man, we'd love to have you up here.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I'm about to jump off myself. But, yeah, watch out for that number 4. He's just back there just biding his time and saving those tires. He'll end up catching Jim pretty positive and passing him here shortly.
Well, as we go up to that second place, Rob Haynes. Bruce, man, nice talking to you, bud. We hate it for you. We hate that happened to you, man. But the product of Michigan, which such tight racing, a little mistake happened, and unfortunately it can ruin your night, man. But Bruce, hey, 2 weeks from now, bud, we got Pocono, man. What's your mindset going into Pocono now that you've got some time to practice? Get in there if you figure out a setup or whatever. What's your mindset?
Same thing as tonight. Qualify on the pole and stay up front. Hopefully we can do that and not have any mistakes. There you can have some mistakes and capitalize. You don't have a lot of banking to get, totally sideways to a non-savable car. So it's all about, steering input and throttle input, and you should be able to do something.
Hey, Bruce, we got the Pocono race we were just talking about. There is no setup for Pocono. What are your thoughts on that? And coming up, there is no Indy setup, though.
There's no Indy setup for the K&N car?
No, sir.
What I would do,
a practice session and try to figure out.
What I would possibly do is use like a Phoenix setup and put a bigger gear in the rear end.
I think that what can happen is they end up having to do a league practice, and the guys that show up are going to help predict what the setup's going to be. And like you said, it could be just throw a Phoenix setup in there and mess with the rear end, and maybe we can find something.
Or we should just have Rob build us all a setup, and
that's it.
I mean, he's pretty good at that, and he shared a couple of setups with me before, so I think he would be able to make something that everybody could drive.
His setup at Watkins Glen wasn't that bad, I will say.
Rob Haynes says they talk about setup for the next race coming up. That's going to be in mind because they're going to have to do it. Rob Haynes going to take over the lead, taking it over from Jim Westerfield. So Rob Haynes up front here, back up front. He has already led 3 laps. So, with Michigan, with their racing it this now, and you guys talking about the Pocono setup not having one, hey, y'all got plenty of time to figure that out, which is probably a good thing. Just think if it was like tomorrow, y'all wouldn't be able to probably get something thrown together.
Yeah, I figured Rob would go up there and take the lead. He was just being patient. He's a very patient driver, and that's what I had to learn about him. I thought I'd be leaving him in a race, and then next thing you know, he's caught back up to me because he just saves his tires a lot, and he's really good at that.
Do you believe that Rob Haynes is one of those guys that just knows how to save tires?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. I've raced with him enough to know that we both try to do tire conservation, but it's hard to do it in the lead, and if I'm in the lead, it's hard to save tires when you have a whole field chasing you. But when you're in second and third, like he was, just in that position, he could just, you know, bide his time, save his tires, and boom, he's gone.
Oh, Rob Haynes up front here has now led 5 laps. We're going to be coming to 30 to go here in about 4 laps, I should say. Matthew McCann, what a run for that number 99 Hardee's machine. Matthew McCann, man, running up front here, started 12th, currently running in 4th. So he's having a good run too here at Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, these guys who don't ever get to run up front with us, you know, mistakes like what I made give them opportunities and they capitalize on them. I mean, everybody in this league's pretty stand-up, you know, guys, and everybody's really clean, and, you know, and they're able to capitalize on having good finishes, which is good. It's good for the league, it's good for them, it's good for everybody.
Everybody in there talking to Nightbot. Nightbot is just a bot for the chat. I'm sure everybody knows that. Can't ban Nightbot, unfortunately. The only thing we can do is shut it off. But it keeps the chat going. I appreciate everybody in chat here tonight. I got my brother in chat as well joining the festivities here. Please share this out on social media here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell on YouTube to turn on notifications. We appreciate that here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate all the leagues that let us broadcast their races here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate the support from all the sponsors as well as the fans that tune in each week here. And, of course, we've got a lot of leagues we do here on MaxSpeedTV. The Can-In series here for ECRs every other Sunday night. So you can check these guys out at ECRleague.com. It is a fixed setup. They run 50% of the length of the NASCAR Cup Series is what they run. So it's 50. It's half of whatever the Cup Series races are. 21 weeks, and there is no chase here. Bruce, that's something a little bit different, too. No chase format for the Can-In series. All about points.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is, and Rob is well ahead of everybody in that. So, and when he gets there, just, you know, nights like tonight, you know, I think he finished second to me at Dover. I think he's a very consistent driver, and, you know, pulls off all these wins and top fives, and that's how you do it.
One heck of a drive, and there's a lot of them still out here right now. Right now, Rob Haynes has got about a half a second lead over Jim. Took over the lead. Now they're coming into 2 here. But, man, you're going to have to watch some of these drivers back here. Justin Michael being one of them. He has found the 0-2 of Josh Mayu. He's to the inside. He's looking to make the pass to go into 3rd. Justin, man, had to start on pit road. And, boy, he's getting loose. Lap 72 of 100 here tonight, folks. Been an awesome race. Been heartbreaking for some. I'm sure, Bruce, I'm sure you're just heartbroken right now, man. Just, oh.
Yeah, when Justin Michael hit the wall, it's like, oh, this is my race to win now. And then I get loose, and that was that.
You get loose, and Rob Haynes having nowhere to go. Kind of taps you, but hey, man, oh, the 87 getting loose in front of traffic. Sliding across the no caution.
Oh my God!
What?
No caution. He's going to be on the infield. No caution's going to end up coming out here. He's not a threat right now, but if he comes up on track, he will be.
That's what Rob needed to see right there.
Oh, no caution!
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Well, I'm sure that scared the daylights out of some drivers too. Justin Michael getting just, I don't know. It looked like he was on an ice rink right there. He got loose and it just kept sliding, and he's still sliding.
It was a one-car incident. He was able to get off the track. He overcorrected it, then turned left. Almost hit the 99 of Matthew McCann. Was so close. I mean, I don't even think you could fit a deck of cards in between. Oh, no, it was him and Josh Mayu. Him and Josh Mayu, man, you couldn't fit a deck of cards between them two.
Oh, no, definitely not. Now, Justin Michaels' tires, I'm sure, are shot. They're gone. Now, he's just going to come down, and he's flying down pit road. He is going to have he's going to have a speeding penalty, guaranteed.
That's McCann on the inside of Josh Mayu. Matthew McCann taking over that third place position right now. Loving it, loving it. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. Josh Mayu taking it back, staying high. Josh takes over that third place position.
Yeah, you get these cars slide one time and the tires are done, they're roasted.
That happened with me, Justin. I got a little bit loose. Justin, I'm saying Justin. My bad. Bruce, man, I got a little bit loose, and I tried to let the tires calm down, man, but next time I came around, I got so loose out of nowhere, I just lost it. There was nothing I could do to save it. It happened in the blink of an eye, man. So I understand what these guys are going through here tonight, that if you get a little bit loose, you got to take your time, be patient, and let the rubbers build back up.
Oh, absolutely. And that's just what it is, you know, and sometimes it just, you know, everything's fine and all your corners are going good and you get into the throttle a little bit and it just kicks sideways. And, you know, depending on how bad it is, like, you know, it's just going to keep doing that, just more aggressive. It'll do it getting off the throttle, barely getting on the throttle, even on the straightaways.
We had Justin Michael disconnect from the server right there, so that's one less contender. Somebody who had a shot, not going to be able to make it here. And we see Rob Haynes coming down in the pit road. Rob Haynes coming down in the pit road. Jim Westerfield going to lead this lap and take over. He was 0.8 behind that lap. We'll see how things work out. You can look to see Jim Westerfield hit the next time around, is my guess of what's going to happen. But anyway, Rob Haynes, your leader down on pit road.
Well, Rob Haynes coming out pit road, getting the 4 fresh tires and the tank of fuel. That's really going to put him at an advantage right now because he's going to have those fresher tires. But you said it, Jim Westerfield probably going to come down pit road knowing, and he's not going to do it, knowing that Rob having those fresh tires is going to run him down pretty quickly. Now, Rob not on the track currently yet. Now, he is coming back onto the racing surface as he makes his round to the blue cone there onto the back stretch. He is still on the lead lap. But Jim Westerfield, the leader, also on the back stretch here. So you've got the leader coming up on Rob Haynes, the last driver on the lead lap. Rob making a pit stop there with 22 laps to go. Now what's it going to take for Rob to get back up there? We'll see in about 22 laps.
Rob fell all the way back to the 7th place position. He's now 38 seconds back, the last car on the lead lap, so he did not get lapped. That's a good thing because he's got fresh tires now. He's going to be able to make up time. Jim Westerfield is the lead lap car. He's now 38 seconds ahead of Rob. He's going to have to make choices here soon because if he stays out too long, all he's doing is losing time right now. And Bruce, you were one person I've never been in this position before, right? So Rob took the early pit. He almost forced the situation with Jim, but Jim said, I don't want to go in right now. So Jim's going to stay out probably as long as he possibly can. Here's the thing. If a caution doesn't happen, doesn't that hurt Jim?
Oh, absolutely. You know, just looking at it, it looks like Rob Haynes has already made it about 4 or 5 seconds up on him, just being on the track on the new tires. I think he's making a huge mistake, especially on a track like this, to stay out because the speed's just gone out of this car right now. So, you know, when that happens, you have this other guy running, 39 sevens, which is pretty consistent with fresh tires, and he's probably running 41s. You know, that's when it's, you're losing 3 to 4 seconds a lap, and you have one hiccup, there's 6 seconds gone in one lap if you have a 1 or 2 second hiccup.
Absolutely. Jim Westerfield ran a 42.7 that last lap. A 42.7 47, and we were looking for the lap time of Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes ran a 41.0, so that's a huge difference right there.
If he ran a 41.0, he's just conserving tires is all he's doing. I mean, obviously he can go out there and run 39s, but he's just taking his time, and that's, you know, being careful, making sure he's not the caution when it comes out or if it comes out. But the only thing that's going to save Jim right now is definitely a caution.
He ran a 40.9 that last lap. Jim Westerfield a 43.1. Guys, we're looking at almost a 2-second plus difference every single lap that we're out here. That's a big difference there. So what is Jim doing right now that actually can make sense? I mean, he's got a 1.2 lead over Josh Mayu, a 2-second lead over McCann, a 19-second lead over Terry Griffey. Is he looking for a caution? Because, I mean, if you're not looking for a caution, there's not much reason why you should be out here right now.
Absolutely. I mean, we know he can't make it on fuel because we all pit together. You know, everybody pit during the caution that I was involved in, so, you know, that's not enough it's too many laps to make it on fuel, so he has to pit. So I guess the only thing he's hoping for at this point is, you know, hopefully he can get some kind of caution and get a break and get some new tires and start as the leader.
Well, Ralph Vandervorst in and out off the pit road here as the laps wind down. So Ralph electing to come down pit road. Ralph Vandervorst did go a lap down, but now he's got the fresh tires and the Mr. Feelgood. So now he is on the same playing field as Rob Haynes, but Rob Haynes is going to have a little bit older tires than Ralph. So now different strategies playing out with 17 laps to go.
And Rob Haynes went from 30.5 to 29.1, gaining over 1.4 seconds in one lap on your leader, Jim Westerfield. That is huge when you think about Jim still has to pit. Everybody still has to pit. Rob Haynes can make it to the end right now. We're on lap 84. He's good to the end. Terry Griffey, Rob Haynes, Will Crew, all these guys, they're good to the end right now. And they're constantly gaining a second a lap. So Jim Westerfield's going to have to hope and pray that a caution comes out. Otherwise, he pretty much screwed himself. And I'll tell you what, Josh Mayhew is on that same schedule, and so is Matthew McCann. If these guys don't see a caution, they pretty much have screwed themselves. So that's a gamble that they have taken, and it's a gamble that might not pay off for them.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, they're pretty much, you know, Rob's sitting in the catbird seat. They're giving him the win for sure. You know, if I was in Jim's position, I would have pit, you know, the lap after if I didn't see Rob pitting, you know, just so I can have the same tires as him to see if I can outrun him on fresher tires and get ahead of him and see if I can hold him up. But, yeah, I mean, he's made up over 10 seconds just on the leader since he's come out on the pit road.
Jim Westerfield still holding strong. Has he already made his bed? Is he still, is he just electing to stay out, you know, to finish it out since he's already out here with 15 laps to go up front? Well, I mean, could Jim even come down right now with 15 laps to go and run these guys down and still come away with the win?
I think that wouldn't work for him, man, because you see that he's only got a 21-second lead right now. If he comes down to pit, he's going to lose at least 30 seconds, so he's going to be behind. He is basically relying on a caution flag. If a caution doesn't come out now, he's basically screwed himself. That's what he is dependent on. Now, that is a gamble that I probably would have taken if I was in his position, because he wasn't not in a position to pass the leader, so he had to do what he had to do. But I just don't think it's going to work out for him, Josh.
All right, now Josh Mayhew currently running in second place, running down Jim Westerfield, about a half a second back. In second, Matthew McCann running in third, Terry Griffey in fourth. Then you get to Rob Haynes, who has those fresh tires, who has the fuel, can make it to the end. He is running fifth, Will Crew in sixth, Ralph Vandervoort seventh, Chuck Carroll eighth, Jonathan Whalen ninth, and Ed Adams will round out your top 10 here. The drivers out on the track. Of course, Anthony Fitchner will finish the race, but he is currently sitting on pit road.
Now, the number 6 is Terry Griffey, 21 seconds behind. He last pit on lap 54. The number 4 of Rob Haynes last pit on lap 77. Much fresher tires, so Rob Haynes is going to be much quicker. He's about to pass Terry Griffey. This is something that we have to pay attention to. Rob Haynes has got the car to beat everybody in front of him. Rob Haynes is the car to follow and the car to beat right now. Now, you guys watching and paying attention at home, you guys are watching on the broadcast. Tune in, following, give us your feedback. Who do you think has the great strategy right now? Rob Haynes in that number 4 car, last car in the lead lap, 23.4 seconds back that last lap. He is the only car on the lead lap. He is now 22.6 back. He done passed Terry Griffey. He's 22 seconds back from Jim Westerfield, who has to pit. Him and Josh Mayu. Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayu have to pit, right?
The whole top 3. The whole top 3 has to still pit.
Is Rob Haynes going to be able to pass these guys before the end of the race? We have 11 laps to go. Can Jim make it to the end? Can Josh Mayu make it to the end? Can Matthew McCann make it to the end? If any of these guys can make it to the end, they got themselves a win, boys.
Well, Rob Haynes now 18 seconds back in closing with 11 laps to go. He is closing the gap on Matthew McCann in the number 99 Hardee's machine, but what a run by Matthew McCann, man. He's up here in the top 3. And he's staying out. He is staying out just with Jim Westerfield, the leader. Josh Mayu has ran down Jim. Josh currently running in second, about a half a second back, almost to the back bumper. Here's the problem. Another problem we run into, Bruce and Anthony. You can catch them all day long, but can you pass them cleanly?
Oh, absolutely. I think when you have that much fresher tires than they do, you can just drive right by them, just like you did Terry Griffey. Just sailed right by him like it was no issue.
Here's the thing, guys. Jim Westerfield last pit, lap 54. I got news that Jim Westerfield can make it to the end, no problem. Here's the thing. 8 laps to go when he crosses the line. Can he hold on to a 20-second lead? Guys, Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayer are both on the same strategy. These guys are teammates. They can make it to the end. This is the exciting news. These guys can actually make it to the end. We didn't think it was possible.
We're actually at 9 to go, not 8.
Well, they said that they are in the positive and they can make it to the end. So regardless of how many laps are to go, these guys said that they are in the positive. They can make it to the end. Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayu both can make it to the end. Now looking at Rob Haynes, he's 19.9 back. He's already made his fifth. Obviously, he's looking forward and gaining seconds every lap. But does he have enough laps to make it? I don't think he does.
Absolutely not, but I think they're hard-pressed to make it to the end. That's just my opinion. They could, though.
You know, Rob Haynes was 19.9 seconds back that last lap. We're waiting for him to, waiting for this to update. I'm not seeing an update.
Matthew McCann last pitted on lap 51.
Rob Haynes gained 0.7 on that last lap. That's just not enough, you know?
What a strategy, though. I mean, it is a strategy.
He's got the winning strategy, man. It's what it takes to win certain tracks like this. Now, if we see the caution right now, I'm sure that would ruin everything. But, man, when it comes down to strategy racing, you don't have to be the fastest. And Jim Westerfield, he was not the fastest. If we remember right, Jim Westerfield, he qualified, what was it, 10th place?
Yeah, he qualified 10th.
Place, currently leading. So, you know, Josh Mayer was 9th, currently 2nd. These guys are just, they made it happen, man. This is fun. This is great racing. This is times where you can make your laps count, put some strategy together, and make it happen.
But you've got 2 teammates up front, Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayu. Okay, Jim Westerfield has led, it'll be 32 laps coming to the line, and Bruce Ackerman has led 35. Now, can Josh get around Jim to take the lead. Josh is right there on the back bumper of Jim Westerfield. Can he make the pass? Or is he even going to try?
I heard Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayer have no problem making it to the end. Now, obviously, they're at the last part of their run, so they're going to be struggling. Obviously, with tires, they're going to have to be clutching it. They're going to have to be saving tires here. But Jim Westerfield and Josh Mayer are going to be fighting for the win here. These guys are teammates. Josh Mayer only 0.3 behind that last lap, 0.22 this lap. So Josh Mayer and Jim Westerfield are going to be fighting for the lead. This is going to be exciting. These guys are teammates. These guys are going to be fighting for a win, each of them looking for that first win this year. This is going to be exciting, guys.
Five laps to go before coming to the line. Jim, Josh, Matthew, top three. Rob Haynes, 12 seconds back behind Matthew in fourth. Perry Griffey, 8 seconds back behind Rob Haynes in fifth. The top five are pretty spread out, except the top two. The top two right here together. And Matthew McCann just really just trying to hold on for the last 4 laps of the race. The next flag will end the race. Whatever it is, it will end the race. And Josh looking to the inside of Jim to take over the lead. Jim to the high side, Josh to the low side. Jim getting loose. Still side by side coming to the line. Josh has the lead, but has not made the pass yet. Oh, that was close. Josh pushes up. 3 laps to go. Josh now up top. Jim down low. Side by side going into 2. Josh completing the pass on Jim Westerfield. 3 laps to go. Jim back to the inside. Josh get the run on that high side. 2 to go. Josh still on that high side. Jim back to second. Gonna now follow right behind as they come to the backstretch. Jim getting it a little loose. Middle of the draft. Can he push the car back up to the back? A bumper of Josh Mayu.
Josh Mayer looking for his first win in the K-Line Series with Jim Westerfield right on the back of him, all less than a tenth of a second behind him, guys. They're coming to the white flag. These guys are going to race it out this last lap as hard as they possibly can. We got some lap traffic coming up on him. Who is that? Chuck Harrell. Chuck Harrell better move out the way, because I'm going to tell you what, Josh Mayer and Jim ain't got nothing to hold down right now. These guys are going to be holding it down 100%. Going to be racing it. They're not going to let anybody get in their way right now. As they come down the backstretch into turn 3, Josh, we got Josh Mayer and Jim Westerfield running for their first win in the K-Line Series ECR Championship.
Josh Mayu coming to the line. Jim getting a little loose. Oh, he loses it. Josh
Oh my God!
will win it here at Michigan.
Oh my God!
Jim will come across the line in second. Matthew McCann will come around and finish in third. What a race it was for the win here between Josh and Jim. Now, Bruce, I know you're still in the booth with me, so give a shout out to you, man. Most laps led here tonight with 35. You got it by 1, bud. Jim Westerfield, 34 laps.
Thanks. That's pretty amazing that they made it to the end. I didn't think they could, but yeah, good job for Josh and Jim right there.
That
to,
was insane.
turn that thing all the way out.
Hey,
I'm really surprised that Rob didn't make up more time on them, to be honest with you.
yeah, and that was the key thing too. Rob Wolf finished in that 4th position, Jim in 2nd, Matthew McCann in 3rd. The top 3 only pitted 3 times, and they made it to the end. All righty, folks. Well, give us just a few minutes. We'll get the top 3 up here for an interview here. Don't go anywhere. The post-race show will be back here on MaxSpeedTV. All right, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I have caught up with that number 99 Hardy's machine, Matthew McCann. Matthew, what a run here tonight, man. A strategy there at the end to stay out with Jim and Josh, knowing that Rob made the pit stop there, man. Talk about the run here tonight that you had. The track, how slick it was after tires was wearing off, and what made you make that strategy there at the end, man? Talk about it.
Well, it was a great race. Once I got up front, it seemed like the car got a little bit quicker. And as far as fuel goes, I planned on pitting halfway through that, but then I started realizing how close it's going to be. So I figured I'd just go for it and see what happens. And there at the end, I started saving a whole lot more than I probably should have. Let Josh and Jim get away, but good win to Josh and good second place by Jim.
Well, Matt, you was kind of, it fell back just a little bit. Now, you were only 2 seconds back behind Jim, and I know you probably were aware of the battle between Josh and Jim there. Was you hoping to catch up to them and maybe make it a battle for 3 cars battling for the win? Was you hoping that was going to happen, or was your tires just gone?
I feel like I could have stuck with Josh because me and Josh rode right there within a tenth or two for most of it, but I started saving a lot more because I was skeptical on us making it and letting them get away. But it's 1, 2, 3 finish for our team. Can't argue with that.
At 1, 2, 3, man, that was a heck of a race. Anthony is, up here in the booth with me. Anthony, do you have anything for Matthew?
Oh, Matthew, man, great race here tonight. You ended up starting out 12th. Now, let's not count him out, man. I mean, he was one of the fastest guys, at least top 6 in practice. So we knew you were going to be all right, but you qualified 12th, ended up finishing 3rd, man. What did it take from a bad starting position to end up getting that 3rd place finish?
Just kind of let the track come to me and let everyone else kind of lose their tires. Everyone was burning them up, so I knew I had a decent long-run car. That's all I was aiming for.
Well, Matthew, man, congratulations here tonight. Is there anybody you would like to thank?
Thank Jim and Josh for giving me this chance, and Sunoco Fuel for lasting long enough.
All right, Matt. Well, one more quick question before you get out of here and go celebrate third here tonight, bud. Pocono in 2 weeks, man. What's your mindset on Pocono? There is no setup. So what's your mindset knowing that and going into Pocono?
Just have a long run car again. I think once everyone gets spread out, kind of be about like Michigan. I ain't a huge fan of Pocono, but I'm sure I can at least get it somewhat figured out. Just keep the tires on it and see if we can do another fuel economy run.
Matthew, that was your 12th start, your 4th top 5, your 7th top 10. Still looking for your first win. Still looking for your first pole, man. Doing great, though, as over the year. I mean, obviously, you've only missed 2 races over the year. You're doing good, top 10 points. What's it going to take to probably win or at least move forward in this championship?
I kind of started off slow because when we first started the season, I had just gotten into iRacing, so I was still trying to get a feel for everything. But past few months, it started to come a little bit easier. Still liking a few tenths here and there from most of the top guys, but I feel like I'm getting there, and a race like tonight shows that just one little thing can go my way and I can win. I just got to put myself in that spot.
Matthew McCann moves up in the top 10th in points, 3rd place here tonight. Great racing there, started 12th, finishing 3rd. Josh, take it away.
All right, Matt. Well, congratulations on a podium finish here tonight, finishing 3rd, man. You did your thoughts and shout-outs, bud. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Pocono, man. Go celebrate here tonight.
All righty. Y'all have a good one. See y'all next week.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that'll bring us to the ever-charging, the 27, Jim Westerfield. Man, Jim, I don't know what to say, man. Up front, running it, fighting hard there with Josh May. Talk about the run here tonight you had. Of course, you started in 10th, just, right at the top 10. But talk about the racing down there and the battle there between you and Josh.
Yeah, the race definitely came to me at the end. As soon as I seen Rob go in, I knew we were going to stay out, me and Josh and Matt being the same team, and we were in chat about the fuel strategy. I did save a little bit more than I should have, and then I got Josh back up on my back bumper at the end, but the racing was very competitive and pretty slick out there.
Well, the battle between you and Josh, we knew you guys were teammates. We knew you guys were going to race it hard and, respectfully to one another. But y'all two was not going to give each other an inch, and y'all were going to make each other win it, however it came out to be. The move Josh made, y'all's tires were shot. I'm sure it was very hard to pass with those tires the way they were. The moves that were made between you and Josh, what happened there at the end? Did you just lose it?
Yeah, I was just giving it everything I had. I had to try it. Obviously, I didn't want to take him out, being that is my car, and we still get a win. But I was going to definitely fight as hard as I could there to get that win.
Well,
but like you said, the tires were gone, but I gave her everything she had, that's for sure.
You did, man, and what a run you had here tonight. Of course, coming into tonight, 6th in point, 423 point, 23 back behind Chuck Carroll. Man, talk about the point standings here real quick, bud, and, man, what's it going to take to kind of push yourself further and further up into the standings, knowing that the season's winding down?
I'm just going to need good finishes like this, maybe a couple of wins, and bad races from the guys in front of me. I just need to be consistent like I've been doing, and it should fall where I should fall.
All right, one more question before I turn it over to Anthony for because I know he has probably a few things. We got Pocono coming up in 2 weeks, but what's the mindset going into the Tricky Triangle?
Get as much speed as I can, and it should be fun. I like that track. I like the 3 different corners. It should be interesting.
Yeah, all 3 corners are definitely different. Each corner is not the same as the other, so you really got to play those corners accordingly and know how to go into them. Anthony, do you have anything for the 27 of Jim Westerfield?
Jim, you ended up finishing 2nd here tonight. Chuck Harrell ended up finishing 8th. The big deal here tonight is that Chuck Harrell is the guy that you're trying to beat here. You were 23 points behind him tonight. You ended up finishing ahead of him and gaining a few positions. So, obviously, you have a shot at finishing 3rd in points here. You can pass Chuck Harrell. You can obviously get a hold of Josh Mayu. What are your goals here in the when we reach the end of the season here?
Just the same thing as I said earlier. Just get good, consistent finishes. I want to get as far as up as I can. Obviously we get paid by where we finish, so I would like to get in that top 3. That's for sure. If not, farther up. You never know what could happen. That's why we run these races. And the guys in front could have 3 bad weeks in a row and get a lot tighter.
All right, man. Anybody you'd like to thank here before we head it off?
Obviously, Matthew for running the car and finishing 3rd, and big shout out to Josh for his first win this year in K&N cars. Very proud of him. We'll definitely be partying tonight.
Partying hardy, man. What kind of party are you guys going to do, if I may ask?
We can't disclose that.
Well, I'll see you guys when the mic's closed, man. I'll be there.
Good deal, good deal. Thank you very much. Thank you, MaxSpeedTV, for broadcasting too.
Not
and
a problem.
ECR for running on all these great races.
Oh yeah, fantastic races, man, Jim. I love doing it, man. It just, to me, it's more exciting than watching real racing. Just my personal opinion. But man, you guys put on a show here tonight, Jim. Congratulations, second. But go celebrate 1, 2, 3 here tonight. You second place, Josh getting the win, and Matthew finishing 3rd. Man, I don't know. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Pocono.
Thank you.
All right, well, that'll bring us to our winner here tonight. But, boy, what a fight it was, Josh and Mayu. Josh, are you back getting yourself to drink?
Yes, sir. That was an awesome finish right there, wasn't it, boys?
Oh, what a run, Josh. You and Jim, bud, battling it there. And, of course, there was battles throughout the whole race. We cannot forget Rob Haynes was up there, Terry Griffey. You had Justin Michael Atkins, Bruce Ackerman was up there, too, during the first run of the race. And then, when everything happened, it came down to you two, the 02 and the 27 machine for the win. What was the strategy there, Josh, for you? You and, you, Jim, and Matthew, all 3 teammates, you guys had a strategy. You see Rob pit. You knew Rob was pitting. You knew he was going to have those fresh tires. What was your mindset going in when you seen Rob come down pit road?
Well, I knew, because every caution prior to that, I was saving fuel. So I knew I was good. When we see him pit, we were like, oh, we're good. We just got to maintain our focus and keep going. And he was not going to close the gap. So, yeah, I just kept closing it on Jim. And then now I'm the winner.
Well, the battle between you and Jim, though, was outstanding. Now, the tires on y'all's machines, I'm sure, were shot, just gone. So how hard was it to make that pass on Jim?
Yeah, I was definitely scared. It was a little sketchy. I was saving as much tire as I could that whole run. That's why I was kind of laying back a little bit. And then I noticed I was catching him, so I started trying a little harder, and I got up on him, and went low and actually stuck. I was surprised. Couldn't believe it.
You did make it stick, and, it paid off. Jim was giving it all he had there at the end. I don't know if you were paying attention, but you seen that he was trying everything he could, and then he lost it. Was you looking behind you?
Oh, yeah, I was looking. He was he dove in a couple times underneath. He couldn't get the stick down low. It's impossible with worn out tires here at Michigan to stick it down low.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And we seen it tonight with Josh coming into tonight, 4th in point, 8 back behind Dalton Tucker. With you have 454 points, and you were only 8 behind Dalton. Dalton Tucker did a start and park here tonight, so you're going to gain ground on Dalton here. Now going forward, man, you got Pocono here coming up in 2 weeks, bud. Gonna have to work on a setup because there is no setup for Pocono. But aside from no setup, do you have a mindset going into the Turkey Triangle?
Yeah, same as always. Consistency as much as I can. Even if I'm not as fast as the top guys, anything could happen. You've seen it tonight.
Oh, yeah, you got that right, and that is true, man. Congratulations on your win here tonight. But, Anthony, do you have anything for Josh?
Josh Mayu, tonight you finished first. Your best finish since then has been 3rd at Texas and 3rd at Charlotte. You got 5th the following race at Dover, And tonight you end up winning it. Your first win of the year, man. 6 top 10, 6 top 5, 9th top 10. You're looking at more top 5s than Ed Adams, who's currently second in points. You gained 2 positions in points here tonight, passing Dalton Tucker. What does it feel like to be top 3 in the points with about 7 races to go, man? Are you looking at like you got a chance to win this thing, or just trying to do the best you can at this point?
It'd be great to say I got a chance to win the thing, but all reality, probably not.
Oh, you do, though. You got the same amount of starts as Rob and Ed, and you're sitting there 1, 2, 3 right now. You guys have the same amount of starts, you know? So you got an opportunity at your helm.
Yeah, I'm going to keep on plugging at it, man, every week. See what happens. Never give up.
Well, Josh, good luck to you, man. Is there anybody here you'd like to thank before we head off?
I'd like to thank TCR, you obviously, Anthony, for having this great league. Joshua, putting on a great broadcast, MaxSpeedTV. My owner, Jim, teammate, Matt. We're going to party like rock stars tonight.
All right, Josh, congratulations on your first win of the season here, bud. Man, go celebrate this victory at Michigan and get ready for the Tricky Triangle of Pocono here in 2 weeks, bud. We won't keep you any longer, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. You bet.
All righty, Anthony, that'll do it here for the interviews here, bud. We're going to get them down here for the result as we find the button here. There we go. Josh Mayu coming away with his first win of the season here in that 02 Harley-Davidson Can-Am car. Congratulations, Josh, for getting the win. Teammates right behind him. Battle with Jim Westerfield, though, man. What a battle it was. Jim going to come home second place. Matthew McCann, another teammate to Josh and Jim. He's going to come in third. So 1, 2, 3 for the teammates here tonight. Rob Haynes making a strategy call to come down pit road, getting the tires, getting the fuel, but not enough lap for him to catch back up to him. Rob Haynes is going to finish it in a 4th place. Terry Griffey, what a strong, solid finish for Terry Griffey. Terry going to finish in that 5th spot. Will Prue going to finish in, or Ralph Vandervorst going to finish in 6th. Will Prue in 7th. Chuck Carroll in 8th. Jonathan Whalen 9th. And Ed Adams going to round out your top 10 here tonight. Justin Michael, man, what a tough break for Justin Michael. Justin Michael, man, leading 7 laps here tonight, running up front with the guys, and just a tough break for Justin. He's going to finish in 11th. Michael Atkins, the same thing, as well as Bruce Ackerman. And what a solid run these guys had, and unfortunately Michigan just wasn't their friends here tonight. Michael Atkins going to finish in 12th. Bruce Ackerman in 13th. Bruce, however, will come away with the most laps led with 35. So some big valuable bonus points there coming to Bruce Ackerman. Tristan Anderson going to finish in 14th. Anthony Fitchner going to finish it in 15th here tonight. Chris Martin going to finish 16th. Scott Holler going to finish in 17th. And Dalton Tucker is going to finish in that 18th position. Well, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. We do appreciate it here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow night we've got more action here on MaxSpeedTV here with my mind went blank. The Sim Racing Authority will be back here in the Cup Series tomorrow night. The Trophy Dash.com Gen 6 Series. And, of course, we've got more broadcasts, too, coming up. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. So be safe and have a good night.
I got a little older.
MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop if you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag. Hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, SimSpeedShop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.